All Eyes on Me, directed by Benny Boom, stars Demetrius Shipp Jr. and is the life story of rapper Tupac Shakur. So after a movie like last year's Straight Outta Compton, I was really interested in seeing this film. If you know anything about the rapper Tupac Shakur, you know that there's plenty of compelling stories that can be told with his lifestyle. But I'm going to warn you, this is probably going to be a short review because this movie was very underwhelming. Now, there are some things about this movie that I did like. The movie is shot very well. The cinematography is something that stood out to me. Demetrius Shipp Jr. as Tupac was pretty good. I haven't seen him in anything else but this movie, but he had a pretty good performance. The first two-thirds of this movie is told in a non-linear fashion, which I really like, and when it's done well, it can make for some really great storytelling, but there were some times where we cut to this really short scene that could have been summed up in one line of dialogue, and it became kind of a distracting at times, and I really wish that this whole movie would adopt this non-linear storytelling, and it would have made it a little bit more interesting, and I would have liked the movie a bit more. But really, the one big issue I have with this film was that there was no real focus to the story, and it felt like you were just sort of drifting through Tupac's life, and it felt like this happened, then this happened, and he gets his record label, and then this happens. And one of the reasons I think there really wasn't any focus to the film was that there wasn't a whole lot of conflict. Don't get me wrong, he goes through a lot throughout the film, but everything that he encounters in the movie, it gets either resolved really quickly or never really becomes the main focus of the film. I know it's kind of unfair to compare this to Straight Outta Compton, but with Straight Outta Compton, you had that main conflict between the characters and their deciding differences on where they should take their music. But in this, it just, again, it felt like you were just sort of drifting through and just following Tupac along as he's just like, oh, this happened in my life, and then this happened in my life. And I just really wish he would have focused in on one of those stories and made that the main conflict of the movie. And that for a moment, they sort of do that, and there's a sort of small theme that they kind of explore just for a brief moment with his relationship with Jada Pinkett, and she doesn't like who this person he's become. Because when he first gets in the music business, he wants to make music about his experience with the outer city and what he goes through, what he went through in his life, and these are really kind of controversial topics, and that's the main point of his music is to send a message out to everybody, and it's not so much about the money. I mean, it is about the money with him, but he got caught up in the lifestyle of this gangster rap music and loses why he got into the business in the first place. And I really wish they would have focused more on that, because it would have made for a more compelling story, and again, made more compelling conflict, and it would give the story something to focus on. So in the end, this movie is somewhat of a letdown. I like Demetrius Shipp Jr.'s portrayal of Tupac, and the first two-thirds of the movie being told in a non-linear fashion. I like that part about it. But unfortunately, the movie never really came to a heading. You never really know where it's going. You're sort of just drifting through the narrative. And I'm giving All Eyes on Me 2 out of 5 stars. So now I want to hear from you. If you saw All Eyes on Me, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you like this review, hit that thumbs up button, and be sure to check out some of my other videos like that one there and that one right there. That one's pretty good. If you want to stay up to date on all those, hit that subscribe button right there. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.